Most people think a webcam is just a webcam until they actually see themselves in 4K. This little device has been sitting on top of monitors for a while now, and honestly, it still manages to hold its own against the newer competition. When you first pull it out of the box, it feels surprisingly solid. It has a bit of weight to it, which is a nice change from those cheap, hollow plastic cameras that feel like they might snap if you adjust them too hard. The privacy shutter is a simple, physical piece of plastic that clips on, and while it's not as elegant as some built-in sliding mechanisms, it does the job perfectly fine. You just snap it on and you're good to go. Now, the real magic happens when you plug it in. The image quality is sharp, and the color reproduction is surprisingly natural right out of the gate. It doesn't have that weird, oversaturated look that a lot of budget cameras force on you. The Light 3 technology is doing some heavy lifting here, especially if you're working in a room with uneven lighting. If you've got a window behind you or just dim overhead lights, the sensor adjusts pretty quickly to keep your face from turning into a silhouette. It's not perfect. Sometimes it takes a second to find the right balance, but it's miles ahead of what you'd get from a standard laptop camera. One thing that really stands out is the frame rate flexibility. You can push it to 60 frames per second at 1080p, which makes movement look incredibly smooth. If you're doing any kind of streaming or just want your video calls to look fluid, that extra headroom is a massive benefit. The Windows Hello integration is another one of those features that you don't realize you need until you have it. Being able to just sit down and have the computer unlock instantly because the camera recognized your face is one of those small quality-of-life upgrades that makes the whole setup feel premium. The dual microphones are decent enough for a quick meeting, but let's be real, if you're doing professional recording, you're going to want a dedicated mic anyway. They're clear, but they can sound a little thin if you're in a large, echoey room. The digital zoom is there if you need it, though it's best to use it sparingly since you're essentially cropping into the image, which can soften the details a bit. If there's a downside, it's that the software suite can be a little finicky on certain operating systems, and the USB cable is hardwired, so if that cord ever frays, you're out of luck. But looking at the big picture, this thing is a workhorse. It's reliable, the image is crisp, and it handles tricky lighting better than most. If you're tired of looking like a blurry mess on your team calls, this is a solid way to step up your game without needing a full DSLR setup. It's not the newest kid on the block anymore, but it's still a heavy hitter that gets the job done without any fuss.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.